Are $2 bills rare? Yes, and you may be surprised after we go over some of the bills that sold in this video for a ton of money. Now, what most people don't even realize is that they still produce $2 bills to this day. What you'll notice is your $2 bill says 2017 on it. A lot of people think that the date on the bill is when the bill is actually produced, but that's not the case. They still produce bills with the date of 2017 on it to this day. The main reason for that is because they don't want to have to produce new printing plates each time. Now, some people think the reason is because they don't want the people knowing how much money they're producing, but that's not actually true. You can go online and see public information about how much money they produce every single month. But I digress. This bill you're looking at on the screen is a 2003A $2 bill that sold for $2,040. There's two reasons why it sold for this much money. One, it's the perfect greatest 70, which is a very challenging feat on its own, and two, it also has a serial number that is considered relatively fancy because it only has zeros and fours. People like collecting notes that have rare and fancy serial numbers, just like this bill that sold for $2,040. When you're looking at the back of this bill, you don't notice anything out of the normal. You can see the back plate number on the back bottom right hand side of the bill. That is an internal number that they use to see where the specific bill was located on a printing plate. Most people don't know that the back of the bill is actually the first print of a bill like this. So the BEP produces the back of the bill first, then the front of the bill that you see here, and then the third and final print is the overprint, which is in this case inverted. So everything that you see that's upside down right now is the third and final print, and that's why this bill sold for $3,000, is because that inverted overprint. Same thing here, the back of the bill is completely normal. This one sold for $19,200, and it's actually one of the most highly altered and fake bills I've seen to this date. It's when you flip the bill over to the front, you can see the third and final print is duplicated. It has a double printing error. Now, what you'll notice online is if someone's trying to sell a altered bill, the serial number will actually be identical. You can see here that the last two digits are 44 and 40. That's because when the overprint comes down and strikes the bill, it automatically flips the number and changes it to print the next serial number in line. When people alter these bills, they use identical serial numbers, which is a dead giveaway. Another big dead giveaway is by looping or getting a magnification glass and looking at the overprint. If it has small colors and dots, that means it was produced in a printer and not the official way from the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, just like this one that was graded by PMG at a 65, sold for $19,200. Won't spend too much time on this one, but this bill sold for $9,600, and it is a fancy serial number, solid number 1 bill from 1976. If you have a fancy serial number $2 bill, it could be worth a lot of money, just like this one that sold for $9,600. Here's an interesting one that sold for $1,575. Now, this one was apparently certified by a company I've never heard of before. Their holder looks a bit sketchy in our opinion, and they're calling it a error note with some additional ink printing on the left hand side. Now, we've been doing this long enough to know that that is not actually an error. That is a third-party post-production ink that is not from the factory whatsoever. So this grading company, their name is Over the Counter. It's very sketchy to us. This is completely not a genuine error. Hopefully whoever bought this did get a refund, because this $2 bill, in our opinion, is only worth $2. Again, it sold for $1,575. That's why getting your bill graded by a company like PMG or PCGS is so critical, because they have a money-back guarantee. They have been around for decades and they know exactly what they're doing, unlike this company that certified an incorrect bill that is not actually an error. Now, you may be asking, do they print a lot of $2 bills? Well, look at this giant brick of bills. This is 4,000 consecutive examples. Now, by consecutive, that just means that the serial numbers are in order consecutively. So what someone did here is, back in the day, they had this brick of 4,000 bills times $2 is $8,000 face value, and they were able to sell it on Heritage Auction auctions for $21,150. Here's a rare $2 bill that sold for $35,250, and it's because this is a serial number 1 bill, and it's also a star note. So star notes occur during the printing production when a sheet of bills has an error. A quality control manager will destroy that sheet of bills and produce a new sheet. What you need to know is that if you have a serial number 1 bill or any low serial number, it's going to be worth good money, because $35,250 for this one. This is a genuine, real $2 bill from 1928. It's a red seal bill. Also, it's a star note like we just talked about. This one sold for $88,125. All you need to know is that if you come across one, don't fold it. Make sure you get the opinion of multiple people before you sell it, because again, $88,125 for this $2 bill. Share this video with a friend or a family member so they don't miss out on any rare bills. We'll see you in the next video.